Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Respected teachers and dear all. In this episode, I am going to talk about the Madani life of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. My brothers, as we know very well that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam stayed in Medina completely 10 years, and during this period, many events and incidents occurred. But in a short time, I can't cover all the activities and events in detail. Rather, I will try to give you glimpses of these events year by year. So, in first Hijri, when Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam reached Medina, at that time there was no masjid where Muslims can perform salah with congregation. So first of all, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam purchased land for 2 orphans and built a mosque. And it should be clear that it was not only masjid, but it was also first madrasa in Medina, where Sahaba used to learn and teach to each other, as well as it was meeting hall for mutual consultation and administrative center to run a new Islamic state. And in the same year, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam made brotherhood between Muhajirin and Ansar. You know that Muhajirin came Medina empty-handed. They had left everything, their business, their land, their property, their family in Mecca, and came Medina empty-handed. And their numbers were increasing day by day. So, to solve the problem of this new society, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam took a step which has no match in the history of mankind. He sallallahu alaihi wasallam made brotherhood between Muhajirin and Ansar. By this way, they become brothers to each other. Even Muhajirin give the authority, even Ansar give the authority over their family, their land, their businesses in family. The example of this brotherhood given in Bukhari, Hazrat Abdul Rahman ibn Auf became brother to Hazrat Sa'd ibn Rabi. One day, Hazrat Sa'd ibn Rabi said to Abdul Rahman ibn Auf, I am the richest person in Ansar, so take half of my property, whatever you want to take. And also I have 2 wives, so I will divorce the one you like and then you can marry her. But Abdul Rahman ibn Auf said, may Allah bless you in your family, in your business, in your land. Please show me the way of markets. So he also went to market and became well-to-do. This was such a revolutionary and balanced step which solved the problem of this new society, and everyone has stood on its own feet in a short time. My brothers, in this year, in the same year, the treaty, the charter of Medina was signed. You know, when Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam came Medina, at the time, basically there were 3 communities live in Medina: Muslim, Jews, and idolaters. So Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam wished to adopt a policy of live and let live. In other words, he make a treaty among these communities in which it was mentioned that everyone will be given equal rights and every community will have religious and social equal rights. So this document established a constitution for the city of Medina, promoting religious tolerance and cooperation among these communities and different religions. So it was all about first Hijri. So let's come in second Hijri. We know in second Hijri, very famous battle, first battle between Muslims and idolaters occurred, which is called Ghazwa Badr. It was the first major battle between Muslims and the pagans of Mecca. In this war, the numbers of Muslims were only 313, while the idolaters of Mecca was 100, and even Muslims were empty-handed. They had nothing. They had only few swords, few horses, few camels, and they were not proper. They were not completely ready. But my brothers, do you know what was the result? Muslims got tremendous victory in this war, and leaders of Mecca were killed in this war. And in third Hijri, the battle of Uhud took place. This battle took place out of Medina. In this battle, the army of idolaters was 3,000, while the Muslims were only 1,000. And on the way, Abdullah ibn Mumbai and his 300 followers returned to Medina saying that there is a huge army, they are not going to be killed. So Muslims remained only 700. And in the beginning, Muslims were dominant. But due to lack of some discipline, this battle ended with some setback for Muslims. And in 5th Hijri, Battle of Khandaq took place. You know, that the leader of Mecca came Medina to root out Muslims from the world, to attack Muslims. When Prophet ﷺ heard this news, he ordered his companion to do a long march to defend themselves. So at that time it was the summer season. So Sahaba radiallahu ta'ala Madani was digging trench and long trench. At that time Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, Allahumma la aisha illa aisha al-akhirah faghfir al-ansar wal-muhajira. Oh Allah, true life is the life of hereafter, so forgive the Muhajirin and Ansar. And shortly, in the end, heavy wind blew out their tents and they returned to Makkah without fight. At that time, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, that means we had been helped by the eastern wind and the Ad were destroyed by western wind. And also he sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, now they will never ever attack us, but in future we will attack them. And in 6th Hijri, the treaty of Hudaybiyah was signed. Below, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and his companions wanted to perform Umrah. But when they reached a place which is called Hudaybiyah, the leaders of the Mecca didn't allow them to perform Umrah. At the time this treaty took place, it was mentioned in that treaty that Muslims will go in this year without performing Umrah, and next year they will perform Umrah without carrying weapons. And it is also mentioned that if anyone goes from Mecca to Medina, so Muslim will have to return him. But if anyone goes from Medina to Mecca, then they will never ever return him. So this was some provisions, it seems to be against Muslim. That's why some Sahaba was not agree for this treaty. But in fact, this was the preface of victory of Mecca. And after this treaty, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam sent many letters and delegations to various leaders of the world, inviting them to Islam. And finally in 8th Hijri, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam conquered Mecca in a peacefully, in a comfortable way, without fighting, without war. And when Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam entered Mecca, then the peasants of Mecca thought that they are going to be killed. But Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam announced, whosoever entered the holy Kaaba, he will be saved. Whosoever entered the house of Abu Sufyan, he will be saved. Whosoever close his door, he will be saved. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam forgave all the enemies. And finally in 10th Hijri, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam performed his farewell pilgrimage, and he delivered there his last sermon and emphasized equality, justice, brotherhood, respect of women, and established salah, and so on. 11th Hijri, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in the month of Rabiul Awwal, he fell ill. He was suffering from fever and some disease, some illness. And finally, on 12th Rabiul Awwal, in 11th Hijri, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam passed away. So it was all about Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam's Madani life. Thank you so much. Akhiru dawana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.